Once upon a time, in a land on planet Earth, a star race walker in the United States, destined to win the most significant prize for his country, destined for greatness, stepped up onto the most eminent stage in the world, the Olympics. He was competing in a marathon race, only 59 kilometers till hoisting the greatest prize ever. After 49 kilometers of solid walking, destroying the competition and bursting over a kilometer ahead of all competition, he felt something. Something unusual. So unusual and so painful, he collapsed, wailing on the ground in panic and fear. Lying on the ground, he cried as officials ran over to save his life. Waking up, he found himself in a bright hospital room. He looked around, confused. He couldn't remember anything. A doctor, once skilled in respiratory illness, approached him. The doctor walked over with an uncomfortable expression and began to tell him about the situation. What happened to him? Why he was in the hospital without a gold medal. "You have asthma," she explained calmly and without hesitation, explained the symptoms all while comforting him with food and water. Asthma is caused by constriction of the bronchial tubes, the passages which carry air to the lungs. You have a specific type of asthma called exercise-induced bronchoconstriction. In your case, asthma was caused by exercise. This is known as a trigger. For other people, asthma is caused by allergies or illness. You can't pass asthma onto your family, and you didn't catch it from anywhere. It is partially inherited because asthma can also be caused by environmental factors. If you continue to race walk, you will feel a range of symptoms. The most common ones include shortness of breath, chest tightness, coughing, or wheezing. If you feel any of these symptoms, make sure you take precautions. I'm giving you two medicines, a fast-acting and long-term controller inhaler. Use the fast-acting inhaler if you start to cough uncontrollably or can't breathe. It's only supposed to be used in emergency situations. If you're taking this inhaler more than 2 to 3 times a day, find medical help immediately. This amount of medicine could damage your immune system. The long-term controller is only used before the start of a rigorous activity, like race walking. I'm also going to give you a long-term acting beta agonist, which you will take every night. This medicine should reduce your symptoms or the chance of an asthma flare-up. We can't cure asthma, but we can make exercising a lot easier. Upon hearing the news, he was struck with the idea that he may never bring home a gold medal for the country that he so loved. He was absolutely devastated. His dreams and aspirations all crushed by a single diagnosis. He gave up his Olympic dreams and vowed to never racewalk again. Years passed and he remained in a state of interminable aimlessness and apathy. Every day blended into the next, resulting in a monotonous amalgamation of helplessness and distress. While sitting in the stadium seats, a particular race walker happened to catch his eye. They were incredibly fast and had a unique form that he had not seen before. Upon remarking this to his friend, he was informed that the walker, like him, had asthma. He was suddenly struck with inspiration. He revoked his previous vow, vowing instead to once again devote his life to race walking. The finish line is in sight. His dreams of Olympic glory only steps away. He breaks through the line. He is filled with immeasurable pride and joy. Less than 10 minutes later, the announcer calls his name. He steps up on the podium. He hears the crowd chanting his name. The mayor of the city walks over with a gold medal in his hand. As he takes the medal, he is overjoyed in the fact by not letting Asma win, he has claimed victory. Follow your dreams. Never give up. Don't let Asma beat you.